3 surprising myths about direct mail that you thought were true.
Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Phil.
And we're from Firewave. And what we want to talk to you today about is things that you might have as preconceptions about direct mail that aren't actually true. Let's go to the next screen as if by magic.
Chris Whitty is a lot smoother than we are at this.
There you go.
Next slide, please. Number 1 is that direct mail is unwanted. And what on earth does that say? Intrusive.
And intrusive.
Why is that a myth, Samantha?
Well, I think that people generally think that direct mail in general is unwanted, but it's not true. I think we did go through a peak of direct mail probably in sort of the 90s, before the advent of the email, unwanted mail. And, you know, you'd go home from work and there'd be an absolute pile of stuff on your doormat. Thing is that direct mail is only unwanted if it's completely irrelevant to you. So I would say that it's true if you are just doing every single house, because how many of those are going to be HMOs, recently moved in, retirement, you know, a completely irrelevant market, perhaps from the market you're trying to target. If it's a really, really relevant market, then actually the direct mail isn't unwanted. It's actually welcomed and it's useful and it positions you as the expert.
And depending on your markets, if you enter on the market homes, it's unwanted and intrusive if the pain points aren't there yet, so they haven't been on the market long enough. Mm-hmm. It's not written in the manner of helping them, and it's written about you as an agent. And C, and C, that it's not what they want right now, and they're in a defensive mindset. They don't want to be told they're wrong. And you never know, you can't see from outside at what point that becomes wanted.
Yeah. I had a friend that put his house on the market, an apartment on the market, and he said, I don't know what it is with you estate agents, but it wasn't in my area. You've been bombarding me. Estate agents have been bombarding me since the time I put it on the market. But 6 months down the line, he's then starting to open them and read the contents. And then it becomes more relevant to him, because then he's got to the pain point, as Phil says, without any pain, why would they read a letter from you?
Yeah.
So
you
when
do
it's painful,
you do need to understand who you expect to read it, what your audience is, at what point are they likely to experience pain.
Mm-hmm. What's in it for them to read your letter?
Yeah, and what are they going to get out from reading the letter? That's the important thing.
Yeah. So number 2, it's expensive because these stamps cost a fortune. I don't even know how much they are now. That's 60p or something. Maybe even more.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're very expensive. They weren't that price in my day, though.
To me, this is similar to the Rightmove argument, that Rightmove is expensive. I think people see Rightmove as expensive because it used to be a lot cheaper. If you go into any industry and say your turnover is 400,000, and you say my biggest expense in terms of getting there is £12,000, or the ROI is pretty good. There aren't many industries that you will get that sort of return, and I know they've got a monopoly. I know they control a lot of things they possibly shouldn't do, but the ROI is actually pretty good. And it's similar with direct mail, although a lot cheaper.
The ROI is ridiculous with ROI.
Yeah, so we've just sent out 1,000. Let's say 1,000 as it keeps it easier, and the price of sending those 1,000 is about £700, £800, something like that. The return we got was 46 valuations, 21 of which went live with an average fee of over £12,000. So all of a sudden the expense isn't expensive, but £700 to say, look, here's £700 out of my pocket may feel a lot for a lot of agents. But it's all about thinking about the long game and what your marketing strategy is. And measuring it, keeping a close eye on exactly what your spend is, because there's no way that you could get an ROI similar on Facebook. There's no way you can get an ROI similar in BNI or any networking group. There's no way, in fact the only way you could probably get a similar or better ROI is by door knocking every single house in your area.
But then you've got your time cost and the opportunity cost of that, because while you're out door knocking you can't do something else, whereas this is pure leverage. You know, 70 pence on there, whatever it is, 60 pence on there, And that is that work done then for the day. That's it.
Yeah. So it's not really expensive.
Okay.
And number 3.
If actually across then.
It's not expensive.
No.
Leaflets work best. We did just have leaflets work, and I have a challenge about a lot of marketing, lead generation things in the industry, and there's nothing that doesn't work. So if someone sells you something, the chances are that it has worked at some point for someone. I know there are a lot of agents that swear by leaflets. JP is one of them, and he's got evidence where it works for him in a certain market, and that's great. No one could ever say to him that leaflets don't work, because they do. I know he does a lot of letters as well. But do they work best, and in which market? And over the 20 years Samantha has been around in the industry or longer, that has been tested, and it has been tested by our clients and been tested by us in terms of what ROI we get from letters. So we can categorically tell you that in the market that we work in and our clients work in of council-backed tax bands, E, F, G, H, and the top maybe 50%, that letters will dramatically, long sales letters will dramatically outperform leaflets. We know they're more expensive, but nowhere near by the amount that it should make a difference to you deciding what you send.
Yeah, instead of spending your time sitting with a designer designing a nice colourful leaflet with a big Dayglow sign on it, spend your time writing a letter that's actually going to work. Spend your time and energy making the right impression to your clients, not trying to sell something that looks like a leaflet delivery. And if you absolutely must use postcards or leaflets, and by the way, they're pretty interchangeable because it's about the same amount of time that the person spends with them, at least put them in an envelope. Because by putting them in an envelope, you will dramatically increase the number of people who have to open the envelope and then respond to you. But we know that letters in our market, top 30%, 20% of the market, work better than leaflets. We know because we've tested it. And until you've tested it in your area, you don't know whether leaflets work best. You just know that they work best for you because of the time that you spend on them.
We also know that writing direct mail letters and sales letters, etc., isn't easy. We know that, our clients know that.
It's not even easy for us.
You possibly know that, hence why a lot of people just go to leaflets, because that is seen as the norm in the industry. Our competitors do it, therefore we should do it.
And a designer can put together a leaflet, whereas, who's going to actually write a direct mail piece?
And you probably think you can put together a leaflet, but you probably can't put together a very good leaflet. So, as you probably know, or if you don't know, that here at Firewave, we give you a monthly sales letter that we have written, Sam and I,
Painstaking
for a particular audience. We give you a not on the market letter, which creates an amazing new market for you before your competitors every quarter. And all you have to do is go to www.fire-wave.co.uk/start, fill in your regular details, and we will tell you whether...
Start.
Just
in case they can't see that at the end.
And we will tell you whether your area is free. We only work with one agent per area. And we will also have a discussion to see if you are a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you, to make sure that it all works.
Yeah, because whatever your goals are, Firewave needs to be in alignment with your goals. Your success is our success, but only if your goals and our goals match.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to get into the top 20% of the property market in your area, if you're trying to smash that £1 million barrier for the first time, we're the guys to talk to, because we can do that for you. We've done it for many, many agents over the last 17 years all over the UK, and we can do it for you too. So don't delay. fire-wave.co.uk/start and get started on your direct mail journey tomorrow.
Not only do we give you sales letters, we also give you the strategy behind it. We have a big library of information of exactly how to send it, different strategies, not only with sales letters, with the next steps, etc. We've got a big library that you'll never run out of lead generation ideas, and you'll certainly never run out of stock.
And we've got a great team that can support you every single step of the way, holding your hand throughout. So look forward to speaking to you very soon. Bye for now.